do a balancing act. Oh, darn it. Hey, Carol Ann. Paris Blue. We're trying to... Alright, this is going to be a little hard. Alright, I'm going to have to invest in a selfie stick one of these days. I had a really good one, right? And then my dumbass lost it. Because this thing helps so much to where if you don't have one, it's a lot of work. Right? But I personally don't like going, like, you know, being a target. One of those. Because I just don't have that, whatever it is in me. So we're watching the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Leatherhead. That's that big old alligator. And then they got these robots. They look like the droids on Star Wars. So what year did this come out? Before? After? I'm just curious because this was so popular back in the day. And these fuckers, they love to eat pizza, right? Ninja Turtles, right? I'm not sure. I think they're all named after artists, if I'm not mistaken. I'm watching the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, right? And he gonna ninja this robot right now. Right. And all the robots look like Star Wars robots. But it's a cartoon, it's not the movie or anything. So it's an animated cartoon. And there's this monster, he got an alligator head, right? And then you got these robots, and they look like Star Wars robots. But I don't know how Portland Andy gets to watch a bunch of shit, right? Like we were watching the PBRs, right? How does he get to watch professional bull riders and shit on his stream? And right, I'm kind of freaked out because I didn't watch the playoffs or the Stanley thing. I listened to it and they did something. I don't know what happened, to be honest. But what the fuck? And a half shell. Hey, Charlotte. Spirit in the sky. Happy Thursday. So we haven't seen it because we never really watch this. We watch like the movie or something. This is like I don't know. It's an old cartoon, but I like it because the animation's different. Right? It'd be nice if we had some magic stuff to really enjoy that animation there. Oh, really? Well, we missed Batman, right? And I think Jurassic Park is still in the movies. And I love Jurassic Park because I'm a fanatic because CGI, which is, computer graphics or whatever. So back in those days, you could still tell, right? But they used animated or real, like not real, but like a robot that looked like a dinosaur, and they mixed it together, and I think it was a big deal back then for film. And I thought it looked really good because it looks more realistic to me. I haven't seen the new one, but it's close, but you could still tell, right? There is going to come a day when they will make it perfect. And sorry, everyone, no more $1 million actors, because they have a model, right? It's not real. It's for some company. I don't know if they sell stuff for girls. I'm just kidding. But some health products for your face or hair, who knows, right? On the Instagram, it looked like a real person. It's a robot, right? And Photoshop and the makeup or whatever the fuck it is, it looked like a human being. And it got like a ridiculous amount of subscribers, right? But not human, but it looks human. And they said, well, to bring in a model and then set up the photo thing and cost lots of money and time and stuff. So she said, I'm gonna start promoting robots, and you pick whatever you want your robot to look like, and I'll custom make your robot, and just pay me. Voila. Right? Very smart girl. I was kind of shocked because that's pretty much to the point where I was misled, and I could not tell the difference looking at it, because it looked human, but you could still, it's so hard to tell with, makeup and stuff, but I haven't really looked at it. I only looked at the thing a little bit, but it looked real. So we want to see what next year's version looks like. And then we want to see the movie Thor, right? Here, let me tell you what I'm talking about. How it can look real, but everything does. A lot of it looks like shit. It looks fucked up in my opinion. But don't tell Natalie Portman, okay? Because Thor, she in the new Thor movie, right? But they stretched her legs and stretched her face, and she looked like a computer graphic, some video game shit. I go, you ugly. No, just kidding. I should never say that, because Santa, he'll never bring her and put her under my Christmas tree. He'll never, or she'll never let Santa do it if I talk like that. But she looked funny. I'm sorry, Miss Portman. Oh, the Elvis movie. Yeah, I think that one is maybe the number one. No, Thor is. But it was number one for a minute. I think Maverick dominated. We didn't see that either. I heard it was good, but obviously it doesn't get the rave reviews of the first Top Gun. I could be wrong. I have to wait till next year's Oscars. I don't know. The original Transformers, yes. And we love that girl too, right? Who was the actress? Right? So Transformers, I liked all the movies. They're really good. So we're just waiting for the next one to come out. So I'm happy for Natalie Portman, right? We love her, like, behind the scenes, right? I'm sure I haven't seen the movie. It's probably really captivating, but it don't look like her to me. I got that Brad Pitt facial recognition something's going on where I don't remember. Oh, Megan Fox. Yes, Megan Fox. Right. So we need another Transformer movie just so we could see her. Right? And we want her to be the lead. Like, you know, we need her to pick up the pace. Instead of your new boyfriend telling you what to do, you fucking tell everyone what to do and kick some ass, babe, right? Like, let's see. She could do it. And if not, she look good and pretty. Hey, Surf Dog. Wouldn't that be nice? I miss my surfboard, right? Even though I don't use it, I can still look at it, right? And talk to it because I'm a little out there. Hug it, hold it, and stuff when I'm lonely. Oh, we got real ninjas. Now, what kind of ninjas are those? I can't tell. They could be monster ninjas because they move too fast. Hey, Gary B. Look at the animation. It's so different from when I was a kid. Yes, I'm from the Flintstone era. But are you Jude, man? Hey, Jude. These guys, they should be on their surfboards, right? And I'll tell you the funniest thing, right? Because lived in Topanga, so Topanga we got our own private thing, but I know everyone because I'm from Topanga. But we love Malibu because a lot of they all know each other up and down the coast, right? Go to Malibu, and even the locals in Topanga, they don't really, there's some kids that are kind of really cool, but you go to Malibu and these different crews come in, and the fuckers really talk like that, like, hey dude, like, catch a wind, like, but I'm not giving them justice, but they talk funny, right? Like surfer lingo or whatever accents, and it is the funniest shit ever. I just crack up. It slays me. It's the best. Yes, I'm hoping that Rosie will have some time to take me to Humboldt. And then my job, well, this job that I'm at right now is going to end, I'm guessing, next month. Like at the end of August, it should be a done deal. It might go a little longer. So from that point, I have to transition. I would like to take some time off. And I just have to talk to other people to see if I'm even, which I'm pretty sure. So, I move to another job site, hopefully. And it's a good thing that I already know the superintendent on that job site, so I think I'm entitled to have some days off because I miss the Stones. Missed the Dead and Company right here. It would still take me 4 days, right? To go to the Stones, it would take a week, And so I haven't had that time off. Hey, Fan Geronimo 28. Well, we'll roll up some pot right now. Hey, DeBG. How you doing? Yes, I'm having a good day. I was watching the PBRs, right? And I don't know why I watch the news. We're just going to spare you, right? Because then I talk to the TV, right? And be all like commentator, rebuttal, opinionated and shit like that. Just talking a bunch of crap, basically. And I don't want you guys to see that because nobody, like politics, religion, and whatever else. I don't know, sex, whatever the thing is, right? Not supposed to talk about. Because everybody's going to get all whacked out and shit. And, well, I don't like you anymore. So that's why I come home and watch the news and spare you guys. So we're watching Ninja Turtles right now, right? We try to narrate. I'm not the best narrator, but you know, he's like, "Hey, dude, let's get some pizza and go surfing." So this one is it's a robot too. It looked like a human. He's freaked out because it looked like a bunch of girls, right? The whole time, really cute, adorable girls. Now it turned into a transformer, and it's a robot. And all she got is like a head that looked like a girl's head, right? And got like this alien shit in it. And I was all like, this one's boring compared to the other Star Wars one, right? But now the plot thickens, right? Because the little girl, she went like a transformer, and she grew, and she like, you're like, oh fuck, right? And then she got this. She still got her girl's head. It was funny as shit. Taylor, it's going good. Sita, I'm sorry, I can't see, and I'm not sure if I pronounce it right, so please work with me. Oiled up. You mean like that robot? And then we were watching TV because I'm a couch potato now. We're waiting for my new couch so I can do it officially. But this guy, he find a bunch of trash. It's all metal. He make sculptures. And then he uses hydraulic pumps and stuff so they move. And not like the robots that, you know, are starting to look more realistic, but like a really cool, like, robot, right? Alright, we'll roll a joint and smoke this cigarette. We were watching PBR. I don't know how Portland Andy could watch the PBR. And then he watched all this new stuff, right? Like, that's the news and TV. That's not copyrighted. It's the same thing with the radio. The radio's free. What the fuck I'm listening to? What do you mean copyright? What? What are you talking about? Taylor, today's your Friday. Are there any Goodwills near you? I enjoyed... Really? There is. There's a Goodwill not far from here. But I've been traumatized, right? And I'm glad I'm not so popular anymore, because who gets kicked out of Goodwill? Okay? You know how people have the ability to lose it? Yeah, I'll probably never forget until fucking I die, right? Who the fuck gets thrown out of Goodwill, right? I went to that Goodwill, right? I'm looking at the art, right? I got a Heineken in my ass, right? Fucking 24 ounce in my back pocket. I bend down and I'm looking at, and my beer is pouring out all over the floor, right? And the ladies right there, the manager, didn't really give a shit. Like, whatever, right? But then, motherfucker started calling. And they said, hey, fucker. You know, because you go in there a lot. You go, you know, every time you come in here, someone calls. And God only knows what the fuck they said. And then, eventually, they said, get the fuck out of here, don't come back. And I don't remember what happened. I think it was because of a bunch of trolls, right? So then I don't have the mental capacity to accept all this shit because it doesn't make sense to me, right? Somehow Home Depot put up with my shit, but now the phone doesn't work inside those places. I got kicked out of Starbucks, which is my office, or used to be. And it doesn't make any sense because, you know me, and they put up with me, but all of a sudden they said, nope, this person came out of the restaurant, and it's good that you have people that will go outside and confront someone and actually make a difference, but when you come up to me, I have no clue what the fuck you're talking about, you better make sure, right? So the motherfucker says, and they said, oh, well, you can't, whatever. She said, you can't smoke or whatever. This motherfucker comes up, he says, hey, we got someone saying that you selling gift cards. I'm like, what? You're talking about selling gift cards, right? He kept pressing me, and look, I'm not full of shit, so I'm telling you, you're upsetting me. It wasn't so, like, proper, right? Like, you know what, fuck you, right? Call the cops, do something. And then so he said, I'm gonna call the cops. Okay, we'll do it. So then I'm waiting for the response time, and I'm going the other way, and another motherfucker comes out, some Asian guy, and I'm really, impressed because most people buy in their own business, so it's really good that someone that petty or whatever would come out and say, because it's just one little parking lot that may be more fancy than the parking lots around it. And he said the same thing. He's all, you've been selling gift cards or something? I'm like, okay. I'm pissed off because I got thrown out of Starbucks, because that never happens. I'm old as fuck and new to me, right? So hell bent in my head and pissed. Waiting for a response. Now I got to deal with this. Same thing. Fuck you. Don't bother me. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Leave me the fuck alone. And then waited in that parking lot for a goddamn half an hour. And I said, we're not on top of the mountain or something. The cops never showed. I said, fuck you, I'm out of here. All over Starbucks. Are you kidding me? So that's why we might have more me time. Not do that stuff anymore. Because I go to the other hardware store, or all of them actually, Home Depot, this one. I drink my beer. One of them I don't even have to hide my beer. It's like Tractor Supply or Harbor Freight in Vegas or some shit, right? I do it too in Home Depot. But whatever. Now, if I'm streaming, you guys might want to take that away from me. No, we worked very hard. It took me 6 months to get that officer at Home Depot to accept me and fucking not bother me for drinking my beer in his store. Same thing with Best Buy. Would be able, and nobody cares, but people started calling, and then all of a sudden the manager gotta do something then. Like, you know what? But they were nice. Walmart, they kicked me out and they said, don't come back. I said, well, I'm gonna go finish my beer, I'm gonna come back and get my shit. And she said, nope, you've been banned for 24 fucking hours. Right? You're not welcome. Fuck you, bitch. I hate Walmart. Yep. Every time I think I'm remember you. Because what a cunt, right? Let's just say you catch me and say, oh, sir, please, cannot drink your beer. Okay, I'll go drink it outside and come back. I cannot come back? Are you Russian? What the fuck? China? What is the problem? What do you mean you can't come back? This is America. So it's kind of hard for me to do things like that because especially, it's my thing. And pretty much just the same old song and dance. But I don't want to ruin it because then I'll be all fucked up in the head. Went to this one. This cute little girl. She always said, "You can't bring your bike in, right?" But sometimes things change because at Ross, same thing. Can't bring your bike in. I'll be all pissed off, but I'm a wingnut. It shouldn't act like that, right? Like, okay, whatever. But the last couple times, once the lady said, I parked it outside, whatever. You just tell me I'm not too happy. But the last 2 times or whatever, I guess she wasn't there because, like, valet inside, right? And then the one cute little girl that was all like kind of hippie-ish or some shit, they kicked me out of Goodwill saying you can't bring your bike in here. So it scared me like the other Goodwill and got post-stress disorder. I said, fuck that, I'm not going back. But maybe if I go back and park it inside like I own it, maybe she won't be there anymore. Like the guy that worked at Ross, or the girl. Yes, Dutch Brothers is very popular. It's even in Vegas. So once they kicked me out of Starbucks, I would cross the street. They got a Dutch Brothers, right? But they don't really have anything. It's like this and a bench. I'll be sitting out. The window is right here serving people drinks for walk up in the drive. I go sit there, drinking beer at Dutch Brothers, smoking cigars. And guess what? This is the best part because I'm trying to get Starbucks coffee, right? Dutch Brothers, we drink that stuff too, but not as much, right? But they don't say, hey, cocksucker, no smoking, no drinking. My ass is twitching, right? And sometimes them artsy-fartsy snobs in California can be like that, or the ones that think they are. In Vegas, everyone smokes and drinks, so it's pretty much a given. They're like, oh, you still have that for choice of freedom. Last thing I need is to get in a wreck for smoking a cigarette or someone. And this is what your mouth gets you in trouble. You just shut the fuck up like you had some class. So of course I'm going to state my case. Whatever. There's an imaginary line. You work on that. I work on this side. It's public property. I don't know who you are to come, because let's see you get out and say something, right? And then we push it further. We say, you know what? I don't want to hear it. Do something. Or call the cops. And the fuckers always go, oh, you got the right hand. Let me call the cops. I'm going to call the cops. It's like, usually when someone calls the cops, you're wrong automatically. Right? Just because someone called, and the cops got to come, waste my taxpayer resources, and do their fucking job. It's fucking absurd. Well, Rosie said she's going to make something, so I think I'm just going to eat that and stuff. And then Sean Quinn is coming tomorrow. He's bringing some steaks and stuff. So we're going to do the cooking because I don't cook anymore. For Geronimo? Burgers and fries. So BG, I would love to go stream and drink my beer and shop for some records because we know we have them here. Because I bought one for Rosie. Right? So, you never know.
Listen here, Mama Crow, don't call the pigs.
MR! So good to see you, MR. Thank you. And there's a lot more serious shit in life going on. If you want to make a difference, don't bother me.
One more year and then you'd be happy. But you're crying now. Way down the street there's a light in his place. He opens the door, he's got that look on his face, and he asks you where you've been. You tell him who you've seen, and you talk about anything. He's got this dream about buying some land. He's gonna give up the booze and the one night stands, and then he'll settle down. It's a quiet little town and forget about everything. But you know he'll always keep moving. You know he's never gonna stop moving. 'Cause he's rolling, he's the rolling stone. When you wake up it's a new morning. The sun is shining, it's a new morning. And you're going home.
MR, thank you so much. I'm sorry, I don't know how to undelete you. I'm supposed to call someone who's supposed to help me, but we've spaced it off and never called. Right? And we watch the YouTube videos, but for some reason I can't figure it out. I don't know if I need a computer or whatever. Oh, this one got a rat ninja, and the other one was a samurai, like a real samurai thing, right? All right. Now we have interplanetary samurais. We need a Martian samurai. This one is the Rat King. I guess he got foes like alligators and rats and stuff. Cause he a turtle, right? And robots. Karen Hook, John Doe. Hurricanes, right on. Yeah, Charlotte, I will have to do that. Susan Long. $100 milligrams. Now you take more. Susan Long, yeah. I think the older you get, time goes by faster, right? Because I've been here a year, was in Humboldt for 3 months, went on a road trip for a month or some shit, right? Vacation. And then, looking back, it was only a year ago. It was like 3 to 5 hours of sleep per night, right? And then now look, it's like, what the fuck? Yeah. I know it's mental, but that was a little much. And believe it or not, we made a whopping $10 an hour on top of it all. And then we had the Chinese Republic of China as my keeper when I went home. The gods of Las Vegas said, you cannot come to the Goodwill. We thought it was some like charity or 501 church kind of thing that's supposed to be nice to people, but when they said you're 86, I said, well, there's no hope in life anymore now, is there? Good for you, John Doe. I have a bad habit. It's really pathetic. It's like, it's a horrible habit. Right. Like, right, I don't love cigarettes. Right? Like, I love Miss Jenna, right? Miss Jenna says, I hate when you smoke cigarettes. At first, sometimes she, whatever, but no, she hates it, right? I can't stand it, right? And my dumbass still smokes. Like, so if you ever go on a date and you're a tobacco bum, you want to make sure that she's a tobacco bum too, or doesn't really give a shit, honestly. Otherwise, you're fucked. Paul. Yes. I'm trying to pay attention. You vape? Right on. Yeah. It's a really bad habit, and I think it's one of those habits that can take over you unless some people can control it and smoke a couple cigarettes a day. Me, I'm obsessive, compulsive, disorderly, or some shit. Oh, look at this robot. He's one of the best looking robots because his head all in a bubble and he looked like some kind of monster, right? Look, he's so funny looking. He's a monster. Good for you, Susan. Yes, I quit only for like a day, and then smoked one, and then maybe quit for another day. I think that lasted a week. Yes, and the older you get, your body wears down. You're not young, so you're over the hill, like me, right? And the older you get, the farther down the other side of the hill you get. Look at the turtle. You know that shit, right? You could do 10 flips, spin around, cut your head off with a ninja sword. Right? You better watch out, robot. Or whatever that thing is. The wind is picking up. I thought I would, but I did not. Yeah. Because when I stopped smoking before, maybe I didn't stop long enough. I should have went for 2 weeks. But I smoked 5 cigarettes in a week. Alright. I don't know if that's really quitting, but I think there were 2 days in there that I did not smoke a cigarette. Oh, it's the Rat Master. Oh, it's an alligator. Huh? Oh, look at how funny. Mutant Ninja Turtles. See, I don't watch this, I'm just getting into it. Look at how funny. Karen Huck. Well, that's happened before, but a couple times I didn't do that and go, something's wrong. So, beautiful day. Happy Thursday. We should probably go watch the sun go down. Show you a little bit of California sunshine. We got Mama J in the background. Animation is great. You can't see it, but I can see it. Oh, watch out. Oh, fuck. The Ninja Turtle, he got a cell phone, right? So this other ninja guy, right? He's like a giant, right? Looked like ancient samurai, right? So they fucked the turtle up. I don't know which one it is, right? Michelangelo, one of them, right? And the poor turtle's knocked out, right? So he picks him up, and the first thing he grabs is a ninja cell phone, right? and then he looks whatever the says on his phone. I missed that part. Nintendo, don't really play 'em. I might, I don't know. My mom had one, so I might have hers in my storage or some games or something. I wonder if I'm old enough to where that stuff matters. Sometimes if you have good ones, it might be worth a couple dollars or something, who knows. This one, I don't know what year it is, but I love it because I never really watched it, and the animation's different. And I'm so old, I get all the decades all kind of mixed up together. I'm not quite sure anymore. So, is Mario Brothers, is that Nintendo? Does he eat lots of mushrooms or something? Yeah, that's a fun game. And out of all these streamers, I'm not really good at video games at all. I suck at them, right? Let's just say you got a bunch of gamers, right? And you got 4 against 4, and you have me on your team. We're all gonna die because I suck ass so bad. Unless you really have what it takes to, yeah. Master Splinter. Oh yeah. Zelda. Oh really? I would like to see what's all kind of junk in my store, but it would literally take me a week. Yeah. It was hard to do it in a couple hours, right? Because we went there and we went to Humboldt. And then I was thinking, I'm not taking half the shit out and putting it back in. And then coming back and doing it again. So I sat in my chair. I have a chair from a mission, right? So I was so happy because my storage was so full, I couldn't move anything. And then got rid of some junk and some food and made a little bit of room to where I could grab my chair and just sit on my butt. And that's what I did in front of my storage. Drank my beer and talked to the wind and said, uh-oh, my phone's gonna die. No, I'm not taking all this stuff out and putting it back in. So then I think I dipped out and I fucked off somewhere in Humboldt County, like, much better. Shit. So we're at 15%. I don't know why it doesn't work. A new cord. It's about not quite a week old, but I think that's about as long as they last. We have to go to Best Buy to get some. Shoot. Hey, old mechanic. Jewel Whirl. Oh, really? Well, I could hear it, but it went on the commercial and it froze. So I cannot watch it, I can only hear it. Alright, let's see what else is on. It doesn't say the year. So I'm not sure. But look, it's so funny. Right. Sometimes I watch New York news, right? We haven't watched news in New York in a while. And then I could be mistaken because they got a couple different channels, right? But I think one of the news, the female weather girl is pretty on. Let's see. Oh, it froze. It's not doing anything. So I don't know if I have the controller. I'm pretty sure I have some of those disc games, but I might have it because, believe it or not, I still have my mom's stuff, right? And we have like boxes and not much, but still a lot. We have to get rid of it and make some room because I just cannot keep it. No, right. The news doesn't want me to watch the news. So I'm not sure. We could hear it, but the screen freezes, so we don't get visuals with the sound, but we could hear it. Something's going on. There's a ghost in the machine, okay? I'm not sure what happened. We don't want to pause it. We just... Okay, let's turn it off. Let's turn it back on. Fuck. Alright, we have to turn it back on. It's the same thing. Alright, so it's not working.
As we made our way through the heavily wooded area, we started to see migrant workers are living. Makeshift tents, dirty mattresses, discarded food, and beer cans.
Sometimes they just force
And beer cans. This is New York.
It's terrible.
Rafael Torres works at nearby Valero gas station, and he tells me
Yeah, it's the internet. The internet just sucks, right? Because it doesn't work. It skips and dips, but now it could just be me, but no. Very simple. We've done this every day, right? So it froze. Like we get to see like a commercial, and we can hear them. But when you watch TV, you get to see it, and the voices it matches, right? You don't see nothing. It's like listening to the radio, right? It's a TV. It's not a radio. So we can't see anything, right? But we can hear it. It's like a radio TV. Oh, let's invent one of those, right? We'll make a TV, right? And then you can't watch it, right? But you can hear it, right? And we'll give you different features like poltergeist, or psychedelic images, or something, right? Pick one, right? We'll be rich. We'll take over TV, right? The new revolution. All right, let's take a break. It's gonna bother me, so I'm not gonna let it. I'm gonna turn it off, and then we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna go see what the sun is doing. All right, so we're at 12% now, so it looks like the poor thing. And we just got a new cord. It could be my phone. It could be the cord. Actually, I don't know what it could be, but it's something in the air. Well, the phone is probably going to die. I have to go get some cat food because cat be running around. Yeah, and then feet. A little darling. All right. Let's hear some music now. Drink this beer. Oh look, I cut this out because I broke a dish. So we need to go to the Goodwill and buy a bunch of dishes, and then the emblems and the names and brands and stuff, we'll cut them out, and then we'll make like a bone china tribute plate, right? So this one's got a lion on it, so like who cares, right? It's the Love Songers. I know, it's just me. Yeah, we were. But sometimes I disagree because that hasn't happened. So sometimes the internet, it says you need 10 G's or some shit because, you know, maybe you got Chinese internet or 1G or something, right? So it'd be like, well, let me think here. It just keeps thinking for a while. Sometimes it got brain freeze, right? Like, fuck. And it does that when you're listening to music, right? Like my record. I'd rather listen to my record skip than have it do that on digital, right? Am I crazy? It's just me, right? It drives me fucking nuts. Okay, I don't know. We have a horn in the background. Or an alarm. Where's my ashtray? So I need a blower because I have all this dust. Right, and I don't like it. So I need all this junk off my table except for just what I'm working on. Like, see all that stuff? Whatever. Oh, please, how about country radio? Maybe we'll have a good country hour. Charlotte, I love your crystal. Look, right here on my office. So it was really the nicest thing on there. Except for my plant, of course. And we got put this plant in there. Gotta get some dirt. Poor thing. We've had it for like almost 3 years or some shit, believe it or not. The poor thing that's been neglected. Now we can put it in there. It's gonna be more happy. Get some good stuff. Some good dirt. I have to go clean because Sean's gonna come over now. Can you see it? See it right here. Right? Look, I got another pine cone. She said that's like saying breakfast tacos, okay? Cut it out, right? Uh-huh. Alright, so we have another pine cone, but you can't see. So we have another pine cone, right? So this pine cone, I think I got it around here, just off the sidewalk. This one I got from the racetrack. Well, you know where I go to the golf course at the fairgrounds? So this one comes off a pine over there. This pine cone, I have to think. I know I got it around here somewhere. I just can't remember exactly where. Well, anyways, now we got his and hers, right? So right. So that one kind of. So. Joe, yes, I had a record player. I have a really cheap one from Best Buy, like the bottom end Best Buyer one, and yeah, it sucks. But Rosie got one, and she's fixing it, right? I love it. She said, no, it don't sound good, right? But it sound good to me, right? So she's gonna fix it to where it's gonna be like super duper record player, right? Oh, excuse me. Oh. My office. So the one thing I do miss about Goodwill's is I would get these plates, right? Like you would not believe how many stupid plates I have in my storage, right? And then some of them, it's kind of hard to work with this stuff. They're painted on the other side. But we really want the, whatever the name is, the heart of it. Right? Oh, that's awesome, John Doe. Thank you. We're just going to give you a little bit of California sunshine here, and you're going to try to pay attention, but here she comes. Oh, thank you, Charlotte. I don't know if I charged my battery. My battery's dead, and my dumbass didn't charge it. I have this one in my thing. I need to finish cutting up these tiles, and I need to get these other tiles, or more tiles, right? And it's easier just to do like your basic tiles instead of these custom tiles. Not better, but easier, or something. I don't know the right word. Something. The Googlers, Homers, Bounders.
Country, Froggy 92.9.
Okay. Well, everyone, we would love to thank you for dipping in and dipping out. MR, so good to see you. Everyone. But my phone is dying, and we have to like recharge it, right? Gotta give it some life. So a little bit of California sunshine there for you. And we will catch you on the next round. I don't know how long 5% lasts. But get my stopwatch. We got country hour. I think I'm gonna cut these tiles up. Spiders. We got lots of spiders. I guess we'll grab some milk. Water. Poor thing is thirsty. Get some water. Well, sad to say, it looks like we're out of water. I don't know if the plant could drink beer. We'll get some. So I cannot see, right? I can't see because my eyes are closed, you know. Because the thing went dark, right? Blackout, blackout. No, I really had a blackout, blackout. We should have a scorpion Sunday, right? All right, who cares? It's a dog show. I forget where it was. Maybe it was Vegas, where the country radio, they have Adopt a Dog on country radio, and the dogs have the funniest names, right? And yeah, it was Vegas. So we love their country radio, right? Even though it's the same thing, but they got doggy adoption on country radio. We don't have that over here. I don't know what happened in California. They need to get it together. Right? You can't let Las Vegas or Nevada embarrass you like that. I thought that was the coolest thing. some Tom Petty. See Mama Crow.